Hi! This is not the first video of this Dungeons & Dragons story. If you want to see the first video, at the end of this video, there will be a playlist of all the Dungeons & Dragons stuff. Or if you don't want to wait that long, because you shouldn't watch the video for that, down in the description, we will have the link to the first video of the series. And then from there, you can see it all.
Go through all of the things.
There are the two separate Dungeons & Dragons series as of now. Mm-hmm. There's the Gimlet series and the Ginny series. I'm the Gimlet.
I'm the Ginny.
Yeah, so check them out. They're both fun. They're both wonderful. Taking place in the same world, kind of a back and forth fun thing. Mm-hmm. Enjoy. It's maybe a good, foot of snow all around you. Which might be an issue for Rasmus, but for you, it's...
Snow.
It's still an issue. It's a lot of fucking snow. I'm looking around. You appear to be up in some craggy mountain. Winds are blowing and echoing through the hills. You can see for miles and miles. Down in the mountain, you see forest, and then past that, you see water for miles, and after that, more land.
Oh, jeez.
It's a beautiful sight. It's like standing at the top of Everest, looking over.
Can I sit there? Is this the mountains to the north?
No.
No.
Well, yes, but no, different mountains. These are the mountains on the island of Tiamat.
Tiamat.
I'm sorry. The island of Bahamut. So looking around, it is bright. Even so, the teleportation is bright and blinding for a minute, and then you get your sight back normally. But here, the snow is reflecting. You're very high up. The air is thin. You're having a little issue keeping a breath. And like, all right. He kind of shakes himself up. Shakes snow off his stuff, and then starts trudging.
Do you want some help? I could try to...
I got it. I got it. He starts making his way through the snow.
I'm just going to follow step by step behind him.
It's awkward. He's a proud old gnome trudging through the snow, and you're just waiting a minute, taking a step. Waiting a minute.
While he's walking, I'm just going to kind of look around, just snow everywhere.
It's pretty snowy. There's rocky, craggy. You can see foliage here and there. And there's not too much at this altitude. However, there are some plants that do grow, some trees, some shrubs.
Do my gloves have fingers or are they mittens?
You have special gloves made.
Yeah, but the gloves I'm wearing currently to be in this...
They have fingers.
Okay. So, yeah, I just have that awkward, flop going on here.
No, they were made specially for you. So,
yes.
Your right hand glove only has 3 fingers on it.
Oh, okay.
To account for you missing 2 fingers. Or half fingers.
Yeah, just
there is some finger there, just not enough to be functional.
Yeah. They exist to a point. But it's fine, yeah. So the gloves I'm currently wearing for this biome, he made them with my lack of fingers.
Yes, they were either made or purchased with your disabilities in mind.
Fabulous.
Yes, they're quite fabulous. So as you guys start making your way through, after walking for a while, you're looking around, taking the beautiful sights. It is very cold. You know some goats in the distance, main goats standing on things they shouldn't be able to stand on.
Jumping off of each other.
And it leads you towards the mouth of a cave. This cave is maybe a good 30 feet high. It's huge. And as you through into the threshold, snow starts to depart. Only drifts made it in this far until there's no more snow. And looking around, you see what appears to be the ruins of a once great society, a once great village. You see buildings carved into the stone, out of the stone. Huge buildings and structures, much bigger than anything you've ever seen living in a gnome village. Mm-hmm. And they seem even big for a half-elf like yourself. You're not sure.
Do I know anything about the dragonborns rather than the fact that they have dragon blood and all that jazz?
You're familiar with them. Part of your education, not just magic, but general education, you learned how to read, you learned how to write. Mm-hmm. You know,
a little bit.
Which way is north, basic stuff, a few constellations, how to make basic food and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He taught you life skills and how to take care of yourself, and just common street knowledge. Mm-hmm. You don't have extensive knowledge on these things, being you've never seen or been around them before.
Right.
But you have an idea. You've seen pictures, you've read books, it's good enough. looking around this kind of ruin of a city. And after walking for another half hour or so, it's kind of leading the way. It's kind of beautiful and eerie at the same time. It's completely empty. Each footstep kind of echoes as his walking stick hits the ground with each one. It kind of echoes. I don't have a good walking stick sound right now about hitting the table and messing the audio quality up. After a moment, he kind of stops you and pulls you behind the wreckage of what looks to be once like some sort of stand of some sort.
Can I peek around the edge just a little bit?
Okay. I'm going to perception check as he's pulling you away.
Oh boy, I'm not very good at that.
I'm not very good at that.
That's a 5. Actually, I lied. That's a 7.
He kind of like pulls you back down, which is pretty impressive. There's a strength in his old bones that is misleading for his size and his stature. Kind of whispers over to you, and you're like kind of looking around, peeking out, trying to figure out what's going on and why he pulled you out. Mm-hmm. I have this nice bookmarked book, Mr. Bovel's Guide. You see that over there? I'm trying really hard to do voices. You see that over there? Kind of pointing in a direction. Now that he's pointed out, after staring for a minute, you see what appears to be kind of white, marbly, snowy, kind of move a bit. And you kind of make out a shape.
What's that?
Something called a cave fisher.
Cave fisher.
A cave fisher. It's not right here. It's hold on.
Not very nice at all.
Inverted camera. This white scorpion thing. You need to be very careful. These things are very dangerous.
I don't want to get close to that.
If you look towards its rear end, you will see 2 threads, if you will. 2 long, spindly, rope-like tails almost. Mm-hmm. Those things are highly sticky appendages that they can lash out at a very, very misleading range. Any closer than this, and he'll be able to snatch you and pull you into him.
Really? He's so far away.
It's
about how far away is he from me?
About 60 feet.
60 feet. Damn.
It's a pretty big range on these guys. Be very careful. However, let it be known. Their blood is extremely alcoholic.
Alcoholic?
Alcoholic, yes.
Ugh.
A lot of strong dwarven spirits are made using their blood. And some more primitive people drink it straight up.
Ugh.
In addition to that, there's 2 spines on its tail. They're extremely valuable and used for crafting very powerful ropes, as well as some magic items and potions. Its armor is very strong. Its carapace outside shell. It's very powerful, used for armor and tools. It's a rare creature, and that every bit of it can be used effectively.
Okay.
Hope you're taking notes.
Of course.
As what you saw as a terror and a moment of fear, he saw as a kind of a lesson, a moment to teach, if you will, an opportunity.
Well, what do we do? Just wait for it?
They're hunters. They're very primal. The way we'll approach this, I'm trying to find the voice. I like the voice I had earlier. I can't find it. The way we will approach this is with illusion. And he snaps his fingers. And what appears to be a small snow rabbit appears maybe 20 yards from you and starts hopping along. As it does so, the creature kind of tilts its head towards it and looks. And then with like 40 feet out, this long rope-like substance from its tail spikes out this white strand right where the illusion rabbit is standing and goes right through the illusion. The rabbit begins dashing off in the other direction, and it takes its tail back and begins chasing after it. It appears it thinks that it just missed, as opposed to going through the illusion at that distance. After a while, he kind of holds you. Okay. We can go.
How common are they? There's a lot of them?
Fortunately, due to their properties, they've been hunted to near extinction. They're rather rare.
Oh. I guess that's good for us for the moment.
These caverns are one of the few places I know where to find them.
Okay.
It's a shame. They're beautiful creatures. He watches it longingly, kind of taking in its mystique, as it is hungrily chasing after this rabbit, trying to devour it.
I also admire it. He's admiring it, so I should admire
Its
it, right?
skin is this like white, almost marble looking. If it wasn't moving, it would appear to be stone. It's pretty beautiful. After a moment, watching you. All right, but you need to be very quiet, just in case it has a family nearby.
That doesn't sound very fun at all.
That'd be interesting. So I want you to roll me a stealth check as you begin to sneak through these echoey caverns, and he'll do the same.
It's a 6.
So you guys make your best, both of you, try your best to quietly sneak through these caverns. However, they're rather echoey. And each step, each drop of his walking stick kind of echoes through it. It's kind of like a... You cringe with each step. It's like a squeaky floorboard trying to sneak across. Luckily, it appears there are no more of these creatures around you. You walk for another good 20 minutes. You're a bit warmer here. It's just as cold, but inside this cavern, the wind is no longer blowing on you.
I'm gonna look around as we're walking through, just admiring the ruins.
It's pretty beautiful.
I find them intriguing. What can I say?
After walking for a while, you acknowledging the ruins, keeping your eyes open for more of these cavern fissures, you notice in the distance what appears to be a ship, like a boat. A very large warship. And as you begin to approach it, it's getting bigger and bigger. This is a big boat. Like, really big. Like,
I've probably never seen a boat this big.
never in your life. You've only seen small fishing boats before. Never anything commercial or, like, either for, like, trade or for mass transport. Just, like, small little, like, rowboats to go out and catch some fish and stuff like that.
Wow.
The only body of water you've spent much time with is the Mushroom Lake nearby your home, which is a lake.
Wow.
That is where we're headed. So he begins taking you there, and as he's walking, he starts digging through his bag, and he pulls out this kind of moist-looking sack. Kind of thrust it up. Here, take this. Keep it handy.
Do you know what it is?
Huh?
Do I know what it is?
No. It's kind of moist and squishy, and he hands it to you. It kind of drips a little bit. You see little red dots in the snow around you.
There's no snow.
And on the stone around you.
Okay, I'm just not gonna let it drip on me.
Cool. And as you guys begin to approach, he's like, okay, I want you to keep calm, be very careful. When I tell you to, take one of those rabbits, and very slowly, very in the distance, as he's explaining this to you, it's kind of overshadowed by a light, kind of like a growling sound stuff. And you look over, and it's right in front of the boat. You didn't notice them before. These two long, kind of reptilian creatures crawling towards you slowly. I'm gonna find my page in the book. Too many. Oh, wrong way again. Two of these guys.
What colors are they?
They are both a vibrant silver color. They are beautiful, kind of shimmering in the dim light.
I have their lunch.
Yeah. Those are guard drakes. Those are guard drakes. Just slowly. It's okay, boys. It's okay. You know me. His hands are up. He's slowly inching towards them. He's dropped his walking stick at this point. Like, throw them a rabbit over his shoulder towards you.
I reach into the bag and like pull out one of those bloody rabbits.
Yeah.
Oh, gross! And I'm just gonna like.
It is. You reach in, you pull out, your hand squishes. It appears that the rabbit has been skinned, so it's just kind of like a squishy meat bag. Yeah. Why waste the fur, right?
Right. Stop. I can make some nice clothes out of that.
They both look down at the rabbit. Back up at you. Down at the rabbit. They inch forward a bit. One of them goes down for the rabbit. The other keeps an eye on you. It's okay. It's okay. He reaches back towards you. He grabs the rabbit and... It's okay, boy. You know me. It's okay. I can't get that voice consistently. It's okay, boy. You know me. kind of, in one hand, kind of slowly just moves towards it, holding out the rabbit, and as it approaches, kind of sniffs it, licks it, and then starts chewing on it a bit. And his other hand comes up and starts like petting it behind the back of the head.
So you know these things?
Yes, they're friendly, but they're a bit on guard right now.
Here. Guard dragons.
If you give him a rabbit, he'll let you touch him. He kind of looks at you quizzically and sniffs it. And he takes a bite. And he starts chewing on the rabbit. It's okay. Just behind the ears. And he takes the rabbit from you. I keep holding out your hand. He takes the rabbit from you, starts chewing on it. And it's strangely reminiscent of, yes, you can.
But it's weird.
So this is weird. You never touch anything like this. Imagine petting a snake.
I don't know.
So
I might be familiar with this texture.
It's an interesting texture. I'll give you that. So as you're watching these guys eat, they remind you of puppies, very large puppies.
Big puppies. Big pupper
So
dog.
imagine petting a dog, but being scaly. That's kind of what's going on here. But it's very smooth scales. Very smooth, very dry, cool to the touch, colder than outside. You kind of feel it through your glove even. And yeah, it's okay, guys. We're just gonna go see Nala. Like, leave the bag here. Nala is I can't get that voice. Nala is an old friend of mine.
Okay. If I don't I like open it up and like leave the. I don't have to work too hard for it.
Fish is scratching the one behind there. All right, this way. Okay, crunch, crunch. As you're approaching this boat, you notice that around the side, there's a very large crack in the side of it, a big like fissure. Appears it might have hit an iceberg or something many years ago, and it's been moved into this cave, or maybe this cave used to be underwater. You're not sure which. And the area around it is full of snow. And as you approach it, your feet start crunching in the snow. And you see, to your amazement, a very large, very old-looking silver dragon, kind of coiled up in the center of the room. There is an egg as big as Rasmus himself in the center, and it's kind of curled around it. Every once in a while, I'll just kind of lean forward and blow some cold, icy breath on it. Keep it cold. It's okay.
It's a dragon.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Gnomish, Abyssal, and Infernal.
Abyssal and Infernal. Interesting. Anyways, so as you approach, you hear this very low. So the dragon has a very high-pitched, sweet voice, very feminine. Not feminine, but a feminine sounding. This high-pitched, sweet, siren-like voice. Speaking in this tongue that has this very hard consonants and rough, linguistics. Fusro. Fusro. And Rasmus approaches her and starts talking to this creature, and they begin going back and forth in this language you don't understand.
Dragons, and how much do I know about dragons? I know silver dragons aren't necessarily bad.
You know about dragons?
But, like, I was kidnapped by a dragon as a child. This is kind of freaky.
It hasn't killed you on contact. Does Rasmus know you were kidnapped by a dragon?
I'm sure he found out at some point, considering that she's lived with him for almost 20 years now. So I'm sure he figured out at some point that she was indeed kidnapped by a dragon.
So they continue talking back and forth in this kind of, this dragon language.
I'm just gonna stand there and, like...
Looking up at this creature, she is absolutely beautiful. Smooth, silky. She has a shine to her. She looks like she's made out of silver. I will show you this image of a silver dragon for those who don't know. Boop, that's the image in the book. Stat block too if you want to see some stats. Paper off the plans.
Yeah, I just gotta sit there. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty not feeling very comfortable right now.
After talking for a bit, Rasmus reaches back and grabs your hand. One hand and then puts a hand around you on your thigh because you're much taller than him. It kind of like takes you front. It's okay. She's friendly. This is Nala.
hello.
And then he speaks back to the dragon, this language you don't understand.
Does she not speak?
Ginny.
Does she speak common?
She doesn't appear to speak common, no. If she knows it, she's not speaking it. Hand of brings it, and the dragon kind of leans forward and touches like its forehead area down to you. Kind of bows. It doesn't move or get up. It just extends its long neck down towards you. Without, it's still coiled around its egg. You are going to witness something beautiful today. I've known Nala for many, many years. She's a good friend of mine. She's helped me out with many things. Today, her egg will hatch. You'll witness the birth of a dragon.
Okay.
He looks kind of upset. Okay. This is a mythical beast.
Yeah, I know. It's
Look
just,
at this beauty.
Flashbacks. It was a long month. It was a long month for SMS.
I'm hoping that this experience will help get you over your issues. Nala is quite friendly.
Hi. Well, how long until it hatches?
You start hearing this kind of slight popping noise that begins to echo throughout this inside this huge boat, inside this huge cavern. And as this is happening, what about now?
I see that.
You guys kind of lean in to get a better look. She's coiled tightly around the egg, watching it, blowing little
snowflakes
of frost on it, keeping it nice and cold. And after a moment, the cracking spread throughout this beautiful. It looks like it's made out of silver egg. And cracks start peering through it, and then eventually a piece kind of falls off, and then another. You see a little nose picking its way through. Not when I say little nose, I mean it's about the size of a football size nose poking through. You didn't notice this before, but over in the corner of the room, there appears to be like the carcass of a goat. And Noah kind of reaches over and bites off a piece of this and lures it down to the new hatchling. And it starts munching on it. Nala's still breathing coldly on it and leans down and nuzzles her head against it as it's eating. You look over at Rasmus, and he has a book out, and he's like feverishly taking notes.
I could glance in the start writing notes of my own.
He has his book out. It's an elaborate diagram of the nesting of this, the snow around the nest, the mother coiled around the egg, and he's taking diagrams and notes of this. It appears he's never seen a dragon hatch before either.
Well, it's kind of a hard thing to come by. Usually you don't live if you get that close to a dragon egg. Yeah, I'm just gonna after seeing this, I start reading on my own observations, but I seeing through my eyes what he's doing, and it is very fascinating. I find it interesting. It's kind of cute in a weird goat-eating way.
A weird goat-eating way. That's what I call them. Never mind. The little drake, the young dragon, is gonna crawl its way out from under its mother's coil and kind of shakily take its first few. I can't do that because I'll shake the computer. The camera. Shaky steps on the ice.
It adds effect. It's fine.
Yeah. And it kind of takes a few steps and slides on the ice and lands spread eagle on the ice. Kind of gets its way back up. It starts sniffing down at the ice like it's mad at it. And it's pretty adorable. It makes its way over to you guys and starts smelling Rasmus. And Rasmus just kind of puts his book down and starts oh yes, you are a beautiful creature. It starts petting it and examining it.
I kind of also want to pet it, but I'm not sure I want to pet it at the same time as him. I don't want to overwhelm the thing.
After a minute, kind of, and it sneezes, and it's this burst of frost. And Rasmus kind of wipes his face, and you look, and his face is just frosted over. It's oh, you little tyke, you. It kind of shakily makes its way over to you, kind of sniffs at you.
I'm gonna lift my hand out and
smells your hand, and it starts licking your hand, and
It's cold.
It is very cold. You still have like some blood from the rabbits on your hand. It smells that. So it's licking that off.
In my hands.
And you feel pins and needles of coldness on your hands as ice crystals start to form where it's licking.
You know, like I petted the side of its face.
It is very frigid. But I kind of like nuzzles into the side of you and.
Oh my gosh, this is. I don't even know what to do. It's just so cute.
The cutest. Alright. He kind of starts talking with normal and draconic for a minute. Alright, so. The young one has had an exciting first day. It's time for us to make our way home. Give him some time to rest.
Okay. Pat its head.
So, with that, he kind of ushers you back in a way.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk by, you notice that there's 2 guard drakes have finished the bag of rabbits. And they're like, kind of like chewing on the remains of the bag, trying to like suck out the last of it. They kind of like raise an eye at you as you walk by and then, oh, it's you guys. And go back to their bag. The 2 are like tug-of-warring back and forth for it. Your walk back is kind of uneventful compared to what you just kind of went through.
Yeah, that was intense. It's cute.
And with that, you guys make your way back out, keeping your eyes open. You don't come across any more cave fishers. So you make your way out of the entrance of this cave in the city. Mm-hmm. And like, all right, we should be good to teleport now. Mm-hmm. Reaches out his hand to you. He takes it, and then again, you feel that static heat out of the dryer feeling, and everything's blinding and bright. And everything's dark for a minute, or bright for a minute, and you open your eyes. First thing you get back, roll me a perception check, actually. The first sense you get back is your sense of smell.
Perception? Yeah. That's a 7.
7.
It's good rolls today. It's great.
So as you get back, the first thing you notice, you smell something. It smells like a fireplace almost. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, someone's cooking or smoking meat or something. Cool. Maybe it's for dinner tonight. The servants are pretty good cooks, the ghost servants.
Ghost servants.
And as you open your eyes, they begin to sting instantly. Kind of just get a face full of smoke. You open your eyes and you realize the city of Jinsen is on fire. Hi, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. If you enjoyed this video, there are many more videos like it. And a few of them were made by us. The cat
just jumped in
the cat just climbed 10 feet up in the sky. Anyways, again, it means a lot for watching. We have places to find us. Just this day, recording this, I made a Discord server, so that's interesting.
That exists.
We have Twitters. Follow us on Twitters. You'll get information about our channel, when we're going live, when we're uploading videos, what I had for lunch, what I should have for lunch. You can decide that. We're also putting videos on YouTube if you're watching this on Twitch. We're putting videos on Twitch if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yeah, works both ways.
All the things you ever need to know are down below in the comments. Yeah, thank you so much. Again, it means a lot.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great day.